Well, good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're having a really great Friday as I can go ahead and mute my screen here just for a moment. As you can see, this is an SFOI 1000 live report, and we are going to be soon here live from the Gasparilla Bowl with Bill Adams, Heath Putzel here with SFOI, and keep your finger in the text. And we are getting ready here to go live, as you can kind of hear with Bill Adams at the Gasparilla Bowl. So let me go ahead and bring Bill on.
Heath, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Good. How are you?
Good, thanks. Good to see you.
Good. So you're at the Gasparilla Bowl.
Down here in Tampa, yes, sir. Raymond
Okay.
James Stadium.
Okay. And how close are you to the stadium?
It's over. I'll flip this camera around a second. It's just to my right.
Okay.
It's right across the street. I'm across Dale Mabry from the stadium.
Okay.
So
So
I'll show
who's
you.
so who's playing at the Gasparilla Bowl?
NC State and Memphis.
Okay.
And it's not a big bowl, not like well attended, but these kind of stadiums. They've got this one. They got one next Saturday. I don't know who's playing in that one either. But they'll have a couple of big crowds get big. That's the way these things work.
Sure.
So.
So being in Tampa, obviously it's going to be really warm about right now, right?
That must be 75 degrees, all the northerners up there. Listen, you don't have to live there. You can move on down. Did you know that, and I guess in all of Florida, but I know because of Tampa, but they have like special airlines that go back and forth to Canada from here because all the snowbirds.
Okay.
And TD Bank, which has, they have a way that if you live in Canada, you can sort of bank down here, bank back and forth.
Oh,
Somehow
wow.
they take a lot of the restrictions off to move your money pretty easy. So a lot of in other words, there's a lot of people like you out there. You just have to make the decision to come on down.
There you go. Well,
Anyway,
we'll see if that happens.
we'll see. I think y'all secretly like the cold weather. I'm not sure why. Is there like a secret thing about it you haven't told us yet?
No, no, it just happens to be, where you kind of live, and unless God moves you in the direction to move, we're here.
What if he moved? What if he moved you northern, like in Canada? What if he
Uh,
moved Dan up there to like the North Pole or something?
yeah, there you go.
Let's see. Anyway, that's
So,
nice of you.
so I see like a crosswalk right behind me. So share with me, kind of your relative position to Raymond James Stadium, as well as your ministry spot here, and where the crowds are coming through.
Okay, I think I can flip this around, so sit tight.
Okay.
There we go. Cool. All right. There's the stadium, obviously, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that okay?
Yeah, yeah.
And so this is where the people come and stand, basically, for the preaching. And I'll turn around and show the ministry site in just a second and why here. So over the years, this road right here, there's the front of the stadium on this road.
Mm-hmm.
And they have like some sort of tailgate fest to the right. And they block that road off from traffic. And so I've stood on the other end of the street and I've stood over here. But that attracts people early on like anything. And so here you have, on a busy day, I mean, there's my stuff. That's where I'm preaching from. There's a
Sure.
big parking lot back here. And there's parking lots down this particular road as well. And so people will park and walk in. And, if the Bucks are playing, they got a really big game. This place is crowded. I'll show you how it looks from where the ministry spot.
Sure.
So if you're standing here, that's Mark Yoho. We were here last year. This whole area gets really packed with people.
Okay.
And it like builds up. It gets closer and closer to you the closer you get to the game. And so it just gets, and then they'll have a vendor like right over there. They'll have a vendor, guys selling T-shirts and stuff. So it's a good spot. There was a little problem at the other spots. Some guys kind of, I'm not going into it, made a scene down here, and they got the mayor involved. And the mayor wrote a letter and said there couldn't be any real preachers like on this part that's closed off.
Okay.
And so I just kind of got out. They came up to me. They'd never done that in years. And I just came over here to kind of get out of the way. And it turned out to be a good spot. In
Sure.
other words. So,
Sure. So in a way, God used that situation to move you to pretty much a better spot.
yeah, it is busier over here. I like the others on the other side. It's just kind of I don't know, just kind of a I don't know, one of those things that it feels like where you want to be. But over here, it gets busier when it's busy. And over the other side, it just you're like there's the tailgating over there, and there's a lot of parking by the stadium.
Sure.
But it just doesn't get that busy when they come across the street. So it's busier over here when people start backing up and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's
Well, good. Is it just you out there today at the Gasparilla Bowl?
yeah, pretty much. I think there might be a guy on the other side, but just me today. I knew it'd be kind of slow, so just me. And then they got a game next Saturday, like I said, and then
Hmm.
I think Mark Yoho will be down here for that game, and then he and I will go. Let's see, I got it out of order. I do. Next Saturday's actually Orlando,
Okay.
and then he's going to go with me to that, and then 31st is a game here, and then Mark and I are going to probably go down to the. I'm going to the Orange Bowl. He's probably going to go with me down the
Okay.
Orange Bowl. So Florida actually has probably more than you want to know. I think they've got two games here. They've got two games in Orlando. Jacksonville's the Gator Bowl. I can't get over there because the times conflict. You've got the Gator Bowl. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got the Orange Bowl 6. So six bowl games, and then this year they've got the College Football Championship. Alex Burton is leading that January 16 to 19.
Hmm.
So a lot goes on in Florida. Obviously the weather's good, and
Right.
so but there's a lot of other things to compete. But anyway, it's a good spot.
Yeah.
Good state for preaching. You
Yeah.
see,
So,
it's a year round state.
hmm.
It's not like I'm going to go out in my snowshoes and, and try to find some guy hunting deer somewhere, you know. So anyway,
So how long have you actually been preaching at the games in Florida?
it's a great question. I came down the first Super Bowl I came to 2001, so was in Tampa, and that was so 20 since 2001.
Okay.
Really had no idea what was going on. It was a wild time then, man. It was. I mean, things have tightened up on security quite a bit over the years, but it was so nuts. There were guys carrying crosses, a guy dressed up in like in a Jesus outfit. You know, I got out of the car. It was just immediately uh, just chaos. I was, by myself basically, and it was kind of a nuts thing. So it, and so it's that long,
Okay.
and then this
Now,
stadium they do a lot of. I mean, like a lot of big city stadiums, they do that in Atlanta. They'll have the monster truck show here, or what is that girl that sings, Swifty Girl? Uh,
okay.
she'll have three concerts in a row here, and they'll sell this place out. So they do a good job marketing it,
Sure.
and then, so Miami's pretty good, except Miami is just the traffic is so crazy. We've been down there a bunch.
Right,
So
right.
Tampa's actually a little bit easier. So anyway, a lot of
Okay.
information.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
state, good state.
So have you established, I know in Atlanta, as you had talked in the past, you've established good relationships with the vendors, good relationships with the security teams, things along those lines. Has the consistency there in Florida been the same at Raymond James?
I don't know. I haven't been down there enough, but they haven't bothered me.
Okay.
So, uh, so I think that's a good thing. Uh,
Yeah.
I wish one officer came up one time, and you know, there are a fair amount of Pelagian types in the city,
Okay.
and a Pelagian. I get in trouble saying this. They're not always consistent. They'll show up and create chaos. So
Sure.
I came after one of those guys, and the officer came up, just kind of checking me out. And so I got to chat with him and, pray with him and stuff. And so, there's those kind of things have happened.
Sure.
Uh, but then also down here, I forgot about this Gasparilla Fest. 300,000 people are here on one day, the 31st of January. That's
Hmm.
amazing. And that's in the city. So my buddy Evan lives here. He's out all the time. You got the beach over in Clearwater.
Sure.
And so lots of opportunity down here. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Bill, as we've tried to organize over the past couple of years and have more and more evangelists involved in the bowl games, And for those that are watching right now, you can see the little banner or the banner here for the 25-26 bowl season. You can go out to SFOI.org and click on SFOI 1000 and find the college bowl games. Um, what would you say is the key, Bill, when it comes to preaching at bowl games?
The key. Well, it's a good question. I think that, well, if you evangelize a lot in your area, then a bowl game is sort of icing on the cake, because you, in a sense, you're going to see we saw that in Atlanta, the police and all the vendors, the ticket scalpers, they come out to this stuff. So you
Hmm.
should be here if you evangelize frequently. Even if you don't, it's you have people from out of town that come in. So the key is seeing it as an opportunity to answer the question.
Sure.
And what I was trying to say is, if you evangelize a lot, it accentuates what you're already doing. And if you don't, it's a good opportunity to get people come in from out of town. Let's say your church came out, you come out and you don't, in other words, you can come to a bowl game without committing to a lot of other things. And if it's a big game, then you're going to get a lot of fans. And so stuff like that. But plus, this is kind of one of those things, again, the bowl game. What's the key? It's an opportunity. The other opportunity is people come into a city from out of town and they hear the gospel, they go home, right? Like the
Hmm.
Ethiopian eunuch. I think you have to see a lot of these dynamics of these people passing by in a biblical context, we might say, and he went on back home, and these people go home, and you don't know what's going to happen. So
Right.
and that's good too. So there's no reason not to come out,
Hmm.
and there is a good reason, all those reasons to come out.
Yeah. And I remember you, I, and a couple of others when we were at the college football championship in Indianapolis.
Yeah,
When UGA was there, we were
yeah,
preaching right outside the convention center, and there happened to be a couple that walked past and asked if we preach at the UGA games,
yeah. That's right. Good point.
because they recognized us preaching,
Yeah,
that there were, Alex Spurt and the team at in Athens at Sanford Stadium, and they recognized at least there were preachers that were there, and we got an opportunity to share with them that it's the same organization. The guys just aren't there.
yeah. That's a great point. I mean, yeah, that's one reason if we can cover a lot of stadiums, then you're out. It reinforces all that, right?
Yeah.
And it's just, yeah, that's really, I mean, there's a lot of human reasons why to press forward and try to get people at the regular season games. But that's a good example of one of them, because it just reinforces. That's just it. And
Hmm.
then that's just it, man. That's no question. And then the conference championships things, once you get into it, I realized this at some point, I think when I was going to the Masters, that a lot of people who go to a lot of events, who go to events, they go to more than one event.
Hmm.
And so I guess it's a lifestyle, even if it's not your home team playing all the time. So you just don't know what these people are seeing somewhere else, and it just reinforces what's going on. So
Yeah.
amen to that. There's no
Yeah.
doubt. And so that's why you get in the whole thing, where you get into the Super Bowl, you get into the college football championship. Some events are bigger than others, but see, you're trying to quote penetrate and saturate a particular community with the gospel because of all this back and forth that happens within that community, right?
Right.
And then you get here early, and then you can see. Sometimes you see players or guys that work for the stadium. I remember when I was in Atlanta, one guy would come out and say hi to me. He actually worked for the Falcons,
Mm.
and every now and then he make a point to come say, "Hey, there's a guy that sold tickets. He worked at one of the arenas. He would wave at me." All that stuff goes on that you just, and when you sit on your couch and say, it's gonna be hot, ain't nobody going, you miss that opportunity, right? Kind of like
Right.
in Indianapolis. What if we'd say, because it was cold up there then, wasn't it?
Yes.
We said, hey, it's too cold, let's just go whatever. But being there, risking life and limb, we reinforce the message. So
Right. Right.
I know you know all that.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Bill, for someone listening that has a bowl game in their area, they're not sure how to really get started. What advice would you give them?
Well, I think the first thing to do is to say I'm going to go down there and do it, and then I see it's picking up. It's about 1:45 here. Game starts at 2:30.
Okay.
You have to decide I'm going to do it, and then what I would encourage you to do, if you have some time, is a drive down to the stadium. And so when you drive down and look around the stadium, you're getting a feel for it, a familiar look at it, and you're thinking, okay, where is a place I could stand and preach? And so once your mind starts going in that direction, then you have an idea when it's game time. You're going to wake up and say, "Hey, I know where I'm going to go." You want to leave early on the game day, get down and find a place to park to beat the traffic and walk to that spot. You don't even have to go just one time. I would go multiple times so you got familiar with the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And because when you drive down here, the roads are blocked off. There's police. It can be a little pressure on you, and so you might just panic or just say, "No, something's going on. I'm going to go back." So you have to realize it's going to be different on game day. So you find the spot, you kind of pick out a place to park, and then you come down early, get your spot. Those are really the three things to do if you know how to preach already. And if you want to contact me or you Heath, because Google Maps, we can look on the map and have a pretty good idea where it's legal to stand and kind of how the crowd flow works if you want to do that too. But I would highly encourage you to go down to the stadium first and look around and get
Sure.
familiar with it. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Is that helpful?
it is. It is.
I would
Well,
not go to the police and say, "Hey, is it legal to do this?" You know,
sure.
I wouldn't do
Sure.
anything like that. Just go down there. It's legal. You might want to check the AMP rule in the city, but honestly, uh, look, sometimes not knowing everything works to your advantage. Don't I don't want to say this. Don't don't think for somebody else. You go down there with your Acre amp. You turn up enough people to hear you. You don't roll down there with an amp that'll blast over the top of the stadium. You just want the people in the corner to hear you. And
Sure.
then, police are not. They don't care that you're there.
Right.
And so I think that's really important too. Just get your stuff, go down, don't make a big splash, and because there's more security, like that officer right there. I think they're here
Yes.
on Bucks games, but I'm not sure. So on these kind of events, there's more security. So just go down and acknowledge it'll be a little bit stricter. So just behave accordingly.
Right. Well, good. Anything else, Bill, you want to share?
No, but have you ever? I know I'm beating a dead horse here. Seriously, they had the NHL All Star game when I was in Atlanta. It was actually in Atlanta when the NHL had a team in Atlanta. Uh, they had an All Star game. See, there's got to be some seriously cold weather event in the winter for you guys. I mean, what is there? I feel bad that you're at home with your feet in like nice warm socks and the heater on. Yeah.
Not the case. Not the
Other
case.
days.
The college right now is on a winter break,
Okay.
so they'll be on a winter break till the end of January. And then the Packer games are still alive and kicking.
All right.
So we have a Packer game coming up, not this Sunday, but 2 weeks from Sunday, or a week from
Gotcha.
Sunday anyway. And we still have Saturday night street church.
Gotcha. I got you. Okay. Have you heard about? I remember one guy we know used to go. It was a big ice fest in Michigan. Uh, in the wintertime, you heard about that? Starts with an F, I think.
I've heard of it.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Uh, anyway, that was always a big deal. Oh
Yeah.
gosh, talk about cold. We went to Detroit for the Super Bowl
Hmm.
in 2006, and that's where I met this guy. And so it was so cold. It snowed. They had an ice rink in downtown Detroit. They made an ice rink. Oh man, it was so cold. Gosh, it was freezing. And then Sunday game day, the wind was blowing really hard. I thought, man, this is just, it was just too much. First saw it. Anyway, I'll stop.
But that's okay. You've been to the Grey Cup. You have cold weather gear, so you're good to go.
Already after 15 years, I finally got some Carhartt. Anyway,
All right. Well,
man,
Bill,
Heath,
thanks.
thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks for sharing
All right.
with us the ministry spot at the Gasparilla Bowl.
Okay. Have a great day. Thanks,
All
Heath.
right, you too.
All right. See you.
All right, so Bill Adams at the Gasparilla Bowl there at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. And if you want to get involved, you can see scrolling down below. You can get in touch with Bill, 423-724-7500 or SFOI.org, or you can get a hold of me, heathputzel at gmail.com or 920-322-5089, Also, if you are wanting to get involved with a bowl game, you can go on to SFOI.org and click on SFOI 1000 and click on the bowl games. Find a list of bowl games that are going on all the way till about the 19th of January, where we have the college football championship as well. You should see an event leader that's there, so contact them with the contact information and you can partner with them to preach. Or if there's nobody there, feel free to reach out to us. We will go ahead and see what we can do to support you as well so that you can preach at a bowl game. So this is Heath Putzel with SFOI and SFOI 1000 special live report, reporting to you with Bill Adams at the Gasparilla Bowl. And so as you find a bowl game, get on out there and preach. If there's not a bowl game in your area, maybe an NFL game going on, an NHL hockey game, there's NBA games going on. And if not, take a look at some of the semi-pro leagues as well, because there's oftentimes things going on at your convention center. So let's go ahead and be busy with our Father's business to be preaching the gospel so that people will hear, they will believe, and they will be saved. And we'll see you again a little bit later on this afternoon with Richard Walker in Oklahoma City.